Alright, here we go. Gonna make some beer. Ooh, looking good. Got a big old pot. This is probably a 3-gallon pot. This is 3-gallon markers. Got the old fire going. Look at that. Woohoo! This time we're gonna put in some Munich liquid malt abstracts. Man, it's a nice camera. See? Got some hops and some more hops. Got sugar. I've already put in 5 pounds of sugar. I've put in half a gallon of the Munich. Okay, the hops we got here is Crystal and Cascade. I'm using a shot glass, a little under shot glass, which whole shot glass is about an ounce. This stuff smells real good. You can tell the Crystal, it's a little more slick on the sides than the Cascade is. Okay, look at that. Okay, be back in a Alright, get it stirred a little bit. It's pretty well mixed up already. Okay, you can see the hops right here, the little granules, little hop granules. Yeah. Alright. Now, this is a stainless steel spoon. It doesn't stick to a magnet. So, I got these little coils here that do. Little keyring holders. Stick to the magnet. And that way it drips back to the bowl and stuff all over the stove. Alright. Whee! Okay, I got cluster. What we've got at the 15-minute mark. Right now, we're going to throw in Cascade. There you go, Cascade. I'll stir them in a minute. You can see the strength of it. This has 8%, which goes into the first 15 minutes. This here will be about in the middle. Put it in at 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Cascade will be the last, and I'll put that in the next 15 minutes. And Crystal, I mean. There they are, little shiny ones. A little slick on the side. Alright, here's what I'm going to put into my fermentator. It holds 5 gallons, but I've measured out here, this line thereabouts is 6 gallons. I try to get 6 gallons worth of beer. Almost 5 goes into my keg, and the other ones go into little serving units or checking units. It's be in little plastic bottles, which I'll show you sooner or later. It won't be put in the plastic bottles. They all go in the fermentator. Okay. Okay, what we do now is fill up this bucket to about a gallon, maybe a gallon and a half of nice water. See it filling up down there. And that's what we'll be doing. Next step, let's head back over to the fermentator, back over to the cooking pot. Here's the wort. Look at that, nice, good stuff. Yep, we'll hang our spoon back up. I wasn't sure how long these videos last. It's the first beer video I made. And you can see it's going very well. These videos, we probably one after the other, part 1, part 2. Alright, let's get back to our water. You can see it's about a half a gallon now. Alright, we're about ready. Got some water up in there. All we need now is ice. Got to cool this stuff down. We got a bag full of ice here and another bag full of ice here. Gonna throw it in there one-handed. Might hold the camera in my teeth or something. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Maybe not. Maybe no camera. Hold on. Where's the lens at on here? There you go. Yeah. Yeah, this would be very bad. Be right back. Hey. Yeah, all back. There's the empty bag of ice. There's the ice in the bucket. Let's go get some more ice. There you go. Big chunk of ice. Yeah, see, ice. Don't put that in there. Be right back. Okay, there you go, icing bucket. Let me get the big old spoon. This stuff looking good. Can you hear boiling? There you go. Alright. If you notice, it's not boiling rapidly, but it's over 200 degrees. You can see the fire. I'm going to put the fire out. There you go. Let's grab the spoon. Alright. Put the spoon back up. There you go. Turn off the timer before it drives us all insane. There we go. Stir a little more. Alright. With this process, you need to stir this ice out. See that? And see? I stir it. Hey, you try to do this one-handed, alright? I'll be right back. Alright, we found a third hand. Coffee pot. Anyway, see how quickly we can do this. Need on some gloves, because you will burn your hands. There you go. Let me pour this up. There we go. And we pour it in the eyes as simply as we can. Look out in a little bit. There you go. Take off my gloves. Give this a good stir. And that's how you make beer. Got a lot of expensive accessories. I have all those expensive accessories. I've got a spurge. Got a Worth cooler from hell. It is big. I don't use them anymore. Got a nice fermentator. I don't use it anymore. Stainless steel, 10 gallons. This is a 6-gallon bucket. Alright. Okay. We're going to grab the camera from our assistant. Coffee pot. You can barely see the line here. Oh, you can see it real well. This is 5 gallons. This is about 5.5 gallons. I can live with that because I don't want to put any water in here for the video. Next step is to cover it up. And I do have a lid. One of them little burper things. Well, that's what I call a burper. Let the gas out, CO2. I use cellophane wrap. Put it on a star pattern, do a 4 or 5, turn it about 20 to 30 degrees. Put on another layer, pat it down. Turn it again, maybe 45 degrees. One more for good measure. Press them down, make them as even as you can, get them to stick together a little bit. I'm going to put on one more. Just because I got a lot of cheap cellophane wrap. Put the layers together. Okay, y'all getting all this? Alright, good. This is my leather tie down. Here's the knot I made. It's a simple bow tie knot. Never comes loose. It's easy to untie. I've had this for 10 years. Leather strap for 20 years, but making beer 10. Put this on here tightly. Makes an airtight seal or thereabouts. From here, measure out a length on the sides where the cellophane is. You can pull a little bit through. We'll turn this just so you see it. As it goes around. This is much edge. I can make it a little shorter. As long as it doesn't go inside the leather, it's fine. It's on the outside. There you go. What I'm doing now is making a reverse bubble. This bubble is where the CO2 will gather. Being it's reversed, you got double the volume. As it expands, it'll lift up. See the vacuum on there now? It's not lifting up. It'll expand like, a big bubble on top. After it expands fully, any extra air, CO2 created, will just push out to the edges, because there's no way on earth this stuff's going to hold up against any pressure more than, 1 pound per square inch. Just cellophane wrap. Now, usually at 6 gallons, I'm almost touching the surface now. You see how deep my hands are in? When it expands, it'll be that much up. All right, that's all we got for now until it comes out of the keg. This is my yeast from the last 2 or 3 brews I've had. You can see a few of the layers is mostly just one layer because I do mix in between. You can see the yeast layer, the hops layer. It's decanted now, which is just pour off the liquid. It's a little hard to do while I'm trying to watch it and do it at the same time. But see why y'all have such a hard time making videos. It is most difficult. Okay, that's what I got left over. I'm going to go ahead and can it back up. Put water in it. And then to about right here, I'm going to put about enough water to fill up here. And I'll pour into the beer, the wort, about a quarter of it, or even half. It really doesn't matter. Make more of this. If I make beer, make more. This here is, I got on the brown nut. This was the yeast that was used, and that was maybe 5 brews ago. All right, be right back. This is what we got. Put water in it, fill it up about a quarter. I'm going to pour off about a quarter of this into the fermentator. And this is right where we left off. I haven't done anything except to drink some beer. All right, I'm going to try to put the camera back up and get a good view while I pour it in. So, be right. Okay, what I can do from here is pull up a corner. Get access to the inside. Now this beer has only been cooled by the ice and the water I had in there, and it's about, I'm thinking 80 degrees, but I don't care. Got this, pour a little here, slosh it around, pour a little there, slosh it around, pour a little there. I use about a third. Alright, just going to go back in the refrigerator. From here I can pull these edges back down under the leather strap. Make this reverse hump again. Make sure it's all nice and even all the way around. It really doesn't matter. Okay, so I've used a half a gallon of Munich liquid malt. 5 pounds of just regular old grain sugar. Reuse of yeast. Total cost. A little bit of a quarter teaspoon, I think, of just regular table salt for flavoring. Let's see, maybe a tenth of magnesium sulfate, Epsom salt, just a tenth of a teaspoon of that, maybe even less. Just enough for the yeast to have something, it has something to do with their metabolism. Something new I'm trying is some vitamins for the yeast. Probably why my yeast are so good. What I'm using has a concentration of choline, CHOLINE, inosol, INOSITOL, phosphoric chloride, a bunch of other stuff, and chloride. There's, the name of it's called Liberate. Can you see that? Liberate, and apparently it has the same ingredients that yeast need to live on. So it helps your liver and